Deep within a sprawling forest, nestled among towering trees and whispering leaves, stood the House of Serenity. It was a small, cozy cabin, built with love and care. Sunlight streamed through the windows, painting warm patches on the wooden floor. The air was always filled with the sweet scent of pine and damp earth. An old man named Arya lived in this peaceful abode. He had left the bustling city long ago, seeking solace in the embrace of nature. The city, with its relentless noise and hurried pace, had left him feeling empty and restless. Arya yearned for a simpler life, one where he could reconnect with his soul and find true peace. The forest had welcomed him with open arms. Here, time seemed to move at a different pace. The silence was broken only by the gentle rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the occasional chatter of squirrels. In this tranquil sanctuary, Arya found the peace he had been searching for. He spent his days tending to his small garden, chopping wood for his fireplace, and reading by the warm glow of the fire. Every breath he took in this serene environment filled him with a sense of deep contentment. Arya woke up each morning with the first rays of dawn. He would step outside onto the porch, his bare feet sinking into the dew-kissed grass. Taking a deep breath of the fresh morning air, he would greet the day with a grateful heart. His days were unhurried and filled with simple pleasures. He found joy in the smallest of things, the way the sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor. The gentle murmur of the nearby stream, its waters flowing over smooth stones, the cheerful melody of birdsong filling the air. Arya moved through his day in harmony with the rhythm of nature. He worked in his garden, his hands gently tending to the herbs and vegetables he grew. He chopped wood, feeling the strength in his arms and the satisfaction of honest labor. And as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the forest, he would retreat to his cabin, preparing a simple meal over the crackling fire. Each evening, as the stars twinkled above the treetops, Arya would sit on his porch, listening to the sounds of the forest settling down for the night. He felt a deep sense of gratitude for the simple life he lived, a life filled with peace, beauty, and a profound connection to the natural world. Word of Arya and his peaceful existence spread beyond the forest. Occasionally, weary travelers, drawn by stories of his wisdom and tranquility, would find their way to his doorstep. They were city dwellers, their faces etched with stress and their minds racing with worries. Arya would welcome them into his humble abode, offering them herbal tea and a patient ear. They would sit by the fire, sharing stories of their lives and the anxieties that plagued them. They spoke of the relentless demands of their work, the constant noise and distractions of the city, and the feeling of being trapped in a never-ending cycle of stress and dissatisfaction. Arya listened with compassion, his own heart filled with understanding. He knew the feeling of being lost in the chaos of the world. He had experienced it himself, not so long ago, but he had also found a way out, a path that led to inner peace and contentment. And he was eager to share what he had learned with those who sought his guidance. With gentle words and a calming presence, Arya would explain his philosophy of life. He spoke of the importance of slowing down, of appreciating the simple things, and of finding joy in the present moment. He shared his belief that true peace could be found, not by escaping from the world, but by reconnecting with the natural world and rediscovering the beauty that surrounded them. The travelers listened intently to Arya's words, their hearts and minds gradually opening to his message. They felt a sense of calm wash over them as they breathed in the fresh forest air and listened to the soothing sounds of nature. Arya encouraged them to take walks in the forest, to feel the earth beneath their feet, to listen to the wind whispering through the trees. He taught them to pay attention to the small details they had been overlooking, the intricate patterns of leaves, the vibrant colors of wildflowers, the gentle dance of butterflies. As they spent time in nature, the visitors began to feel a shift within themselves. The constant chatter of their minds quieted, replaced by a sense of peace and tranquility they had almost forgotten. They realized that Arya was right. Peace wasn't a distant destination, it was a state of being, available to them in every moment if they chose to embrace it. Inspired by Arya's example, the travelers left the House of Serenity with a renewed sense of purpose. They vowed to incorporate the lessons they had learned into their daily lives, to slow down, to appreciate the simple things, and to reconnect with the natural world. They carried with them the knowledge that peace was not something to be sought after, but something to be cultivated from within, by living in harmony with themselves and the world around them.